included a controversial non-call of pass interference, but this time it was appropriate. Tavares Moore tweeted, "I don't make the rules, I just play by them." He's the guy who committed blatant pass interference. It can't be pass interference because on a fake punt there is no pass interference because there's too much contact down the field that it would be a cheap and easy way to throw a ball up and get a pass interference call when the gunner doesn't know the ball is coming. And I'm not sure Moore even had any idea the ball was coming.
No.
So you
I wonder if he even knew the rule, really.
Yeah, now Moore may have held, and Sean Payton was arguing vociferously for a holding foul, but none of it was to be, and that was that. But, yeah, Superdome, pass interference, non-call. Anytime that ever happens,
right,
as long as that building is standing, it's going to be a big deal. And it was a big deal yesterday. And the fans didn't want to hear it. They explained it on the PA system, and the fans still booed. Well, they refused to accept it.
First off, that's like not holding on the punt play. So that's why they can't go back and do that. If every play is holding the whole year in the punt, right? I mean, if you're inside the shoulders like that, they don't call that holding in the NFL. So that's why they're not going to get that call either. Just a weird part of the game. 4th and 18, first of all, to do that, right? And it makes me wonder a little if the Saints were aware of this rule either. But that was huge because the 49ers were up, and then they went on a 14-play, 55-yard drive from there and scored a touchdown to go up by 12 at that point, which really put the Saints in a tough spot.
They had to know. If the special teams coordinator doesn't know there's no pass interference on a fake punt, then he should be fired right now.
I hope so. But
you would have to know
4th and 18, just throwing a go route at that point of the game? I don't know.
We'll be right back.
Left side throw, and it's broken up in the end zone. Broken up in the end zone. A corner route to Edelman. Knocked down by Rashad Breeland. 5 yards deep in the end zone. The Chiefs hold on downs at the 5-yard line.
That's Chiefs Radio. Rashad Breeland got that left arm over the top to knock the ball away. What a flop by Julian Edelman, though, after. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That is a world-class Ronaldo or Lionel Messi or whoever plays soccer nowadays flop. But you do what you can to try to draw a flag.
That's right.
It felt like the Patriots were definitely going to score. It felt like the Patriots were definitely going to win. That's what's so amazing about it. It just had that vibe. This is the Patriots, and this is what we can't get used to now. The idea that after they started 10-1 for crying out loud, with this incredible defense, and here we go, number 7, here it comes. Go ahead and start engraving it on the trophy. Not that do they engrave it on the trophy? That's the Stanley Cup. Anyway, my point is this. All of a sudden, the Patriots, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
They respond to the loss to the Texans with a loss at home to the Chiefs.
Right. And
now they are on to Cincinnati. Poor Bengals next week. But what's wrong with the Patriots?
Well, I mean, the offense, you know it. You see it. I mean, it's just, there's not a great run game. There's not great weapons in the pass game. The last 2 weeks, 2 teams have figured out, hey, in big situations, let's stop Julian Edelman. Let's make sure let's see if the Patriots can beat us with somebody else, right? That game yesterday was crazy from 2 ways to me. One, the Chiefs were on the border of blowing them out at one point where you're going, whoa, they're clearly the better team on the field. And, the Patriots in their own Patriot way, they block a punt, and all of a sudden you go, whoa, how is this a game? The Chiefs are totally in control to the point where now you go, man, between the interception or the fumble by Travis Kelce that should have been not blown and picked up for a touchdown by Stephon Gilmore, and then the non-touchdown, call N'Keal Harry out of bounds at the 3-yard line to where you go, man, the Patriots could have won the game somehow, some way. I mean, it really was a crazy game that way, but kudos to Kansas City going into a tough spot and playing tough and really relying on their defense to win the game. Their defense the last few weeks has been a lot better. That's why I picked the Chiefs to win the game. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I mean, you saw what they did to the Raiders last week. The week before that in Mexico City against the Chargers, played well there, caused turnovers, played tough. Even the Tennessee Titans game was good until the one big run by Derrick Henry and the very end of the game where Ryan Tannehill hit a few passes. But I'm encouraged by what I see from the Chiefs. I actually think they're going to be more of a pain in the butt in the playoffs this year, just because they're not just going to have to rely on Mahomes throwing for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. They're a little more well-rounded.
And they are one of only 2 teams that has managed to beat the Ravens this year. So it'll be interesting to see if they cross paths again.
Yeah.
Patriots had a 21-game home winning streak snapped.
Wow.
They were booed off the field at halftime.
Yeah.
Look,
They're not used to seeing that.
Poor Boston fans.
I know. Yeah. We're not going to feel sorry for you,
someday
Boston fans.
their teams will live up to their full potential.
You dominated
and they
the
can
21st century.
They can enjoy the things that other cities do, like parades and just the feeling of superiority that comes from having great local sports franchises.
Right.
Well, one of these days, Boston, just hang in there. You'll eventually have it. Tom Brady got hit 12 times against the Texans. He got hit 6 times yesterday. His right arm was wrapped up more so than normally yesterday. And, he said it got hit and he'll be fine. And you just wonder how many of these hits he can take. He's 42 and 3 months.
It's amazing.
At some point, right? I mean, it's when Father Time wins, it comes quickly and it comes suddenly, and it doesn't have to happen at the start of a season. We just assume there's going to be a year where Tom Brady shows up, if he stays that long, and eventually doesn't have it anymore.
Right.
There's a chance he's going to lose it during.
Yeah.
And there's a chance we are seeing him losing it during. Now, nice little run from him yesterday, and for a change, it didn't look like it was in slow motion. But the hits he's taking, he's got the elbow injury, he's got the toe injury. They even right there, that throw to
they
throw
called
Edelman.
That
was it reminded me of the play last year against the Steelers. He's falling away.
Right. Without being hit.
Without it even being close. If we can play that again. And look, the guy's 42.
Yeah.
And he's been as courageous as any quarterback we've ever seen.
Yes.
But look at that dive.
No doubt.
How do you get what you need to get on the ball when you are worried about diving and falling out of the way because you don't want to get blown up by Frank Clark?
Listen, Mike, I've tried to say this on WEI last week on the radio. Again, Brady's still really good. Are there a few cracks in the armor right now with his game? There definitely is. Yes, I understand the unit around him is not great, and it's probably the worst group of receivers he's had in his career. But he doesn't, he does have to get some blame here, a little bit. Yes, there's moments of him being flinchy in the pocket.
Touchdown pass, a legit touchdown pass to N'Keal Harry that was not whatsoever. And how frustrating is that?
Yeah. I mean, doesn't happen very often. So, it happened. So we still had a chance and wish we could have scored there at the end.
Reporter doing what he can to get Tom Brady stirred up. He wants to get him fined. There's a couple of bad calls that happened yesterday. The Travis Kelce fumble. Now, we've seen this before in Foxborough benefit the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. Miles Jack had a touchdown that would have put Jacksonville up 17 points in the fourth quarter, and the Patriots would not have gone to Super Bowl 52. In hindsight, maybe they wish they hadn't. Then there is the N'Keal Harry touchdown that wasn't a touchdown and how many times are we going to see this? Well, when the official is right there. The official is right there, trained, highly compensated, right there, and misses that
it's
the foot
one behind
didn't go out of bounds.
See it more than anything.
But they're right there.
I know. I don't understand that.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is an easy fix.
Right.
And I've been saying this from the moment that they made touchdowns, scoring plays, automatically subject to replay review.
Right.
All you have to say, for touchdowns and turnovers, yes, those plays are subject to automatic replay review. Plays that would have been touchdowns or turnovers, but for the ruling on the field, also should be automatically subject to replay review. That play, why is it that it's only subject to replay review if he scores a touchdown?
Right.
It should be if they got it wrong.
Well, because it'll mess up the flow of the game. If he did step out of bounds and then we stop and review it, we go, geez, could it have been any easier? I mean, he stepped out of bounds.
But here's the point.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick had to budget his red challenge.
Yes, he
didn't have one left.
Yes, because he made a not great challenge by challenging Sammy Watkins' first down catch. That
shouldn't be part of the game. I don't like this whole idea of I need to know how many of these red flags I'm going to save.
I get you.
For possibly getting screwed later.
It's the world we live in now.
Is a bad call.
Yes.
What's the world we live in now?
Well, we replay everything. I don't know what to say anymore.
We either want to get it right or we don't.
I don't know. Then let's go back in history and change history too, because I would like to do that.
So because
take away great plays in past history and go, well, if we had replay review, this team didn't win a dynasty.
So because the Pottsville Maroons won a controversial game in the 20s before the invention of the television camera, we should go back and replay
Yeah,
that.
it's a great example of the Pottsville Maroons, but something in the 70s and
Maroon.
80s would have done better. But I get you nonetheless. I'm just
because
pushing
it's
back a little.
I'm surprised you're this way, Captain Planet. Just because it's been done a certain way all these years,
Right.
we shouldn't change it now.
We're changing enough. We've created a disaster by replay.
I'd like
It's
to
a
change
disaster.
co-host. Can I change co-host?
No, you cannot. You're stuck. Texans twice,
The
right?
Texans twice.
Wow. I
And the
know.
Texans are only one game ahead right now of
or just have
the
a
Tennessee
tiebreaker.
Titans.
It's the same record.
Well, but that's the thing. If they
Yeah.
beat them twice,
Yes.
right? If they beat them, oh wait, they do have the same record.
Yeah.
So yeah, they beat them twice and they're
Yeah,
in. They
yeah.
don't even have to. They don't even have to beat the Saints now.
Yeah.
So
I know.
don't look now, but the Titans are in the thick of things, and I like it.
Yeah.
And this is a year. That's the thing. Every other year they've been in the playoffs, we're like, oh yeah,
I know.
This is a year I think we kind of want to see them in.